Hello and welcome to Community with me, Melissa Sandfield. I am uber excited that I have my favorite charity in the whole wide world here with me tonight. Los Angeles Ronald McDonald House is here. They are in the building. I'm tearing up already. Oh my God. Like, I'm so excited. This is like my dream interview every year, and we have a great reason to be thankful. I have Melissa Malone here. Welcome, Melissa Malone.
Thank you for having us.
I am so excited to have you here, and we have so many things to talk about,
Absolutely.
all about the house. So tell us about your role at the Los Angeles Ronald McDonald House.
Cool. Well, I'm the event manager. Been the event manager for about, a year and a couple months now. So I'm the one that has all the fun.
Yes.
All of our events that we do, our gala, our golf tournament, our walk, I get to plan it. I get
Yes.
to raise the money for it. So it's a fun part.
Yes,
Absolutely.
and a very important part, I must say.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes. So a lot of times we meet people when we're out and about, and we tell them all about the Ronald McDonald House because people have a misconception or they don't know what it is.
Absolutely.
So can you tell us a little bit about the house?
Sure, absolutely. Well, we are celebrating our 35th year in the community, which is really amazing. 35 years of serving Los Angeles, and we opened in 1980, and we serve families with critically ill children.
Yes.
We offer them a place to come and to feel safe while they're taking care of their kids, and while they're going through just a terrible, thing that's going on with their kids. And
Right.
families can come, they stay in a house, they have opportunity to cook, they have opportunity to do their laundry, they have a room with a bathroom.
Yes.
It just really feels like home. And we're located right across the street from Children's Hospital Los Angeles, so it gives them the opportunity to be so close to their child that's in the hospital.
Yes.
And we hope we're doing it with a really a lot of hope, a lot of enthusiasm, because it can be a very sad place, but we try to make it a happy place.
Yes.
I think we do a pretty good job.
I think you all do a great job. I know that the first Ronald McDonald House opened October 15th, 1974,
Yep.
and it was opened really in honor of Kim Hill. Frank Hill was a Philadelphia Eagles football player, and he's still very active.
Absolutely.
They didn't give his daughter long to live, and she just actually passed away about maybe 2 or 3 years ago,
A while
I
ago,
believe.
yeah.
So she lived an extraordinary life as far as her length of time and her, quality of life. I'm sure it was great knowing that she was part of such a great organization.
Yeah.
She was the reason why all of this started.
She absolutely was, and Fred and Fran are still very involved in everything. They're actually owner-operators of a McDonald's, but they stay very involved with the charity also.
The owner-operators are very important, but another misconception is that McDonald's covers the fees and the cost for all of the houses.
You are exactly right, yes.
Not true.
McDonald's is one of our major mission partners, and we couldn't do what we do without them.
Right.
But they are a small portion of what we need to continue to keep our doors open.
Yes.
And we get our other funding through our events. We get it through corporate donations, private gifts, individual gifts. And McDonald's definitely helps us out, but we rely so much on all those other aspects that it really takes both parts to make us
To keep everything
keep our doors
going.
open. Yeah.
Well, I want to break away from that for a little bit and talk about New York.
Go for it.
Because Melissa, she was so kind. She called ahead to New York and warned them that I was coming. And she told Kevin, I called him earlier. I said, can I say your name right? Morahan. And Kevin is in the heart of New York City. He's on the Upper East Side on 73rd Street, and he told me how to get there. He was so kind, and I felt like I knew him by the time I met him. So I went on the trains. I found my way in New York from Jersey to the trains and to 73rd Street. Well, this Ronald McDonald House in New York, like I say, it's in the middle of all this rush hour traffic and there's noise and everything, but it's the most tranquil place that I've seen inside of New York City. It's in a really good neighborhood. The streets are really clean, and the people there in New York embrace that house. I was told that they have 300 volunteers, which is a woo, 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 good for New York. Let's give them a hand. To have 300 volunteers is extraordinary.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. They've been there 36 years. They opened in 1978 in New York, and they have 84 rooms, but they say they're growing up. And in New York, you can't build this way. You have to go up. So they're going to add some more stories. Their Ronald McDonald House is 9 stories high. And Kevin took me to each and every floor in the house, and they have 3 terraces. It was such an amazing thing. And I'm not even a volunteer, but they made me an honorary volunteer. He gave me a goodie bag, and he gave me this apron that, you know, I'm going to sneak and wear it when I do work at the LA House, when we bake cookies for the holidays and when we go and take Easter candy. I'm going to be wearing this in honor of that New York house. And I want to thank Kevin and everyone at the house for being so nice and so kind and so welcoming to me. And Macy's donates a lot to them there. We have Stu here from Edison who promises to come. He said, if you need me, I'll come. But he's the CEO of Edison, and he does a lot of great things for the LA House. Harry Topping does a lot of great things for the LA House. Pam Bobness, Melanie Poses, and Jay. They do so many great things for us, and we're so grateful to have them here. So this is what the Ronald McDonald House is all about. 80% of every house should have volunteers.
We'd love
like
it.
80% of the whole organization needs to be based upon volunteerism.
We would love it, absolutely. Our volunteer program is growing again. For a while there, we had a little lull, but our volunteer program is growing. We have an amazing volunteer coordinator. Her name's Melody Jaramillo, and she is growing every aspect of it, from just coming in to help and be there, you know, every Thursday for 2 hours.
Yes.
Or our Meal of Love program,
Yes.
which is where groups come in and cook for our families. Everything since she started has really began to grow and increase. And if you can run a house with volunteers, you can serve more families that way, because
Yes.
you're not paying, you know, you're not paying at the same level.
Right.
So
And you have more to give to the families. So when we say that Melody needs to hear from you, the LA House, in every house, there is a house near you, because there are 300 and...
I think we're at 43, 47 right now.
We're at 347 houses around the world. Those 347 houses are serving different cultures, different people. Doesn't matter what color you are, what your none of that matters. If you need the house, it's there for you. The Ronald McDonald House covers 67 countries. That's a big deal.
It's huge. And here in Southern California, we have houses in Long Beach, Loma Linda, Orange County, Pasadena, Bakersfield, and we also have a camp that is out towards the Palm Springs area, where we send kids to go to camp, kids that would never be able to go to a normal camp.
Right.
And I went up and visited, and I was talking to one of the kids, and I said, "What's the best thing about being here?" And he said, "You know, at school, I'm the kid with cancer.
Right.
At camp, I'm just the kid."
Right,
And so that
right.
really it tells a lot.
It makes a difference.
But we have opportunities all over Southern California to volunteer and be part of what we do.
Yes. And again, we want to say that I want to give out the number for the Los Angeles Ronald McDonald House, 323-644-3080. Nope, that's not it. And I was about to
You're
give
so
your
close.
number.
That's
No,
okay.
I know what it is. It's 323-644-3060.
That works too.
That.
You'll get to
Melissa,
the
Melissa,
main
tell us the
line.
number.
The main line is 323-644-3000. That's the main line.
3,000. Okay, well, I must have a private number.
You do. You have
because
all direct lines.
I've been a volunteer for 5 years, and I could not think of there are some other great charities out there, don't get me wrong. But for me, this house, the Los Angeles Ronald McDonald House, is my home for charity as far as I'm concerned. We would love to have Make-A-Wish Foundation come here to this radio show, and Wounded Warrior vets, all those great people, we want them here, but my heart is right there at that house, and it's so important. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to tell you what can you do to help this wonderful house that's in our neighborhood. It's right here in our backyard. We'll be right back.
Diabetic, need some energy? Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink is the healthiest, best-tasting energy drink around. For more information and online ordering with free shipping, please visit hiphopbev.com. Remember, Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, suitable for diabetics, great for everyone.
And we are back. I am with the Los Angeles Ronald McDonald House event manager or coordinator, yes?
Manager.
Event manager. And she's a friend of mine, so I don't give her the title. She's just my friend. And she's Melissa Malone. She does an amazing job. Between yourself and Melody, since you've come to the house, you've done such an amazing job. And then we have Julie there now and Vince Bryson. He's over all 5 of the houses
them,
here
yeah.
in
He's our
Southern
CEO.
California. He's the CEO. So Vince couldn't be here tonight. Melody couldn't be here. And who else did I just
Julie.
say? Julie couldn't be here. So they sent Melody, which is really good. They're out doing work on the West Side, another charity event. And the charity events are what keeps everything going. We said that there are 347 houses. There's always room for more to be built. You said there would be one possibly at Stanford. We want to say it's good that we're able to build the houses, but if we didn't exist, that would mean there's no childhood cancer. There's no amputations and retina replacement and cornea replacements. There
Absolutely.
wouldn't be any of that. So that's the world we like to live in. But because we are in the world that we do live in, and this is a reality, we're so grateful and we're thankful to God that we have the Los Angeles Ronald McDonald House and 347 others to serve families. So each of those houses are different. If you have, there's a book, and this book has all of the houses, the pictures of the houses from Germany to Australia to Miami, where I've visited, that looked very different. Las Vegas, it looks like a big house. And it's so homey, and it has this cozy feeling, to the Los Angeles Ronald McDonald House, which is 2 separate entities but one house. So we have two roofs, but it's all the same love. And so what I wanted to have you express is, you know, we have this common thread, the common being of the house. We're all there for a purpose, whether we work there and we're staff, we're volunteers, or we're families that are visiting there. There's something that says, you know, I'm here and I need help. What would you say is the purpose for the house? It started 35 years ago, and even still today, same purpose. And even 50 years from now, it will be the same purpose. What is that purpose to you?
I believe the purpose is just to take care of the families that are going through these crises. And I think that as I've learned more about the house and my just over a year with the house, with the organization, it truly is these families feeling like somebody else understands what they're going through.
Yes.
You know, we can sit, I haven't had to go through anything like these families are going through. And we can sit and say, oh, I understand,
Right.
you know, but we truly don't
You can't.
understand. And that is what I've learned the most is these families can sit at the table in the kitchen and they can talk to each other and they can hear each other's stories and they can say, I understand what you're going
Right,
through.
and they
I
really
get it.
do.
I really get it. And that's the purpose. There was just a study done, actually. They did a little study about the work that we do. And I think I read it today for the first time. And it was talking about how even sometimes families that can go home and be home during some of these crises with
Yes.
children don't do as well as our families that are in our houses,
Right.
because of that support they have around them, and which just kind of speaks loudly to what we're doing.
It does.
And that is truly it. We take care of the families, not just the sick child.
No.
The doctors are there to take care of the sick
Right.
children. We're there to keep that family together as a unit, and whether that's a mom and dad, or mom and dad and siblings, or
Right.
grandparents, you know, we serve all of those people. Some of the children we never see,
Right.
you know, and
That's true.
because they're at the hospital.
They're at the
You know,
hospital.
we see their parents every day, or we see a sibling who's trying to live somewhat of a normal life.
Right.
You know, sometimes when you're the sibling of a sick, your brother or sister's sick, it becomes about them because you're just
Right.
trying to get that child well.
And so they're in the shadows.
They're in the shadows, you know.
And then there's plenty to do at the house. For those children that are at the house, there's a playroom, there's an outdoor play area. The meals of love are so helpful and they're so important.
Absolutely. Yeah, our Meals of Love, ideally we would love to feed every family every meal.
Right.
They get breakfast, we have breakfast prepared, and then we do our best to get lunch and dinner with companies or organizations or groups that come in and will cook. You know, you come home from the hospital at 11 o'clock at night, last thing you want to do
Is cook.
Is go in the kitchen and cook. But when you can walk in there and there's food in the refrigerator that's been cooked and waiting for you and you just got to warm it up,
That's a
that
great thing.
makes a huge difference.
My Red Hat Society, we went to Long Beach and we provided a meal of love there, and I spearheaded that event, and the ladies loved it. Like
Love
it
it.
was so amazing. And we also have a Toastmaster chapter in Hollywood, so we need to
cool.
get that together. 'Cause
Yeah.
I actually did a Toastmaster speech on the Ronald McDonald House.
I would have loved to hear
and
that.
it was so good, and people, they just didn't know what the house was all about. So I think it's important for us to get the word out.
Absolutely.
I think that everyone that knows me knows about what the house is
Good.
about now.
Good.
But we need you to get in there. We need you to volunteer. We need you to donate laundry items for laundry, like laundry detergent, dish detergent, toilet tissue, Kleenex. We need cleaning supplies. Anything that you can donate, we need it at the house, because these are people that are living every single day. And going to the hospital, you're not going to want to, like, let alone cook food, which you need. You're not going to want to go and buy cleaning supplies, or these things should be provided for them. And sometimes we bring, like I say, candy during Easter. You can come in and do activities with the families. If you do dancing or you teach sign language, if you tutor, you're a math tutor. The children sometimes are not going to school, or maybe they just can't be out at different schools, or maybe they're just going to be here for 2 weeks and then they're going home and they got to leave from school. It's just the circumstances are so vast that you just can't even put a number, or you just can't put a peg on it. Like, this is what it is. It can be anything. So we need any and everything at the house. I mean, you can say light bulbs. I mean, anything you can think of. It is so neat. We need it, and it's so well deserved, because these families are going through things that I just wouldn't trade places with them if I didn't have to. But once you have to go through that, it just makes it so much better. I see the families at the house, and I've seen families there for years. No one gets kicked out. No one gets turned away. When you're there and you have a need, that is your home, and you are never made to feel any different, type of way. This is where you are. We are here for you. And I've heard nothing but good things about the house. And I've made friends. I've made friends, Alicia Perez, friends. I've made friends there. Mortissa, I can never say her name right. I'm just tongue-tied today. She's a volunteer,
She
and
is.
we're still friends. So I've met some great people doing volunteer work at the house. And Sheila Speck, who watches this show, we have something in common. The volunteers have something in common.
Absolutely.
And then once you're there, you have compassion. You can't help it. So
You think about anything that you use in your home, we need.
You need it.
I mean, we have a pantry for families that if we
Yes.
don't have a meal of love that night and they can't afford food, they can
Yes.
go into the pantry and they can pull anything they need out of that pantry to cook their family a healthy meal.
Right.
Laundry facilities are free. We have all the detergent. So truly, anything that you use at your house,
internet, ink, printer paper.
all that stuff.
I mean, computer. You have an old computer that may not just be old to you. Donate it to the house. They could
we
use
use
it.
it.
We're speaking about the pantry items. You can donate pantry items, or if you know someone that works at a bread, maybe a market that sells bread or something, you can have that bread donated. It's really nice at the house. I love to see all the different cultures come together in the kitchen.
Yep.
That's a common area, and you have smells that may smell like it may be Asian cuisine, and then there's Italian over here, and then American. I mean, it's like this like one big world all put into a kitchen, and everybody's doing their thing in a different type of way. When Alicia's mom was there, she cooked, oh my God, mole and pasole and everything. And it would just, she'd feed everyone.
Yep,
and
everybody.
it's a community, and everyone is there with the same goal and the same purpose. We want the children to be safe and to get well. And the Ronald McDonald House is an intricate part of that process.
Vince Bryson, our CEO, will call our kitchen the heart of the house.
The heart of the house.
And when I took the job and they gave me a tour and stuff, they're like, this is truly the heart of the house, and things come together in magical ways. And I was like, okay, you know,
They do.
but I really saw it with my own eyes. You know, you can have families that don't speak the same language, and they'll stand in the kitchen. We have 4 kitchens in our one building and a big kitchen in the other building. And they will just, for some reason, food brings everybody together.
Yes.
And yeah, a family will make a huge meal and share it, and it just does amazing things.
Yeah, it crosses all the lines of everything.
Yep.
Like there's no color there. Like it's just an amazing
no
place.
differences.
There's no differences.
Yeah.
We're gonna touch on the Red Shoe Society.
Sure, absolutely.
I met Jenny Brown at the golf tournament last year, and she deals with Long Beach. So Jenny Brown, hey to you. Tell us about the Red Shoe Society.
Sure, the Red Shoe Society is about the same across the country. It is an opportunity for our younger donors, our 20 and 30-year-olds, to come together and hopefully begin their philanthropic just life.
Right.
And they do it through fundraising for us. They do it through doing events. We also bring them in, and we might hook them up with some of our board members to kind of mentor.
Yes.
We really want it to be a program where they're getting something out of it,
Yes.
and while they're giving back.
Yes.
And it's pretty new for us. We had our first Red Shoe Society event a couple weeks ago. I think we had 25 members come together.
Aw.
We also had an amazing gift from Jay and Melanie. You mentioned them
Aw.
earlier.
They're so great.
They sponsored the first year of membership.
Wow.
So there's a membership fee that gets you in, but that goes directly to the kid, to the
Right,
families.
right.
But it really is a great opportunity for us to, you know, our younger donors, they want to do different stuff.
Right.
You know, a formal gala may not be their thing.
Right.
But a great cocktail party or, you know, a dance party or something going on someplace else could be their thing.
Could be their
So we're
thing.
really trying to, you know, educate all of our donors and do
Yes.
it when they're having a good time.
Yeah, you know, we talk about me. I can sell some raffle tickets.
Yes, she can. Yes, she can.
I do really good, and I love the fact that the people that come to the events, they really want to give back. And at the gala, there was a gentleman, and I said, hey, take my arm. Let's take a walk. And we took a walk, and by the time he got through, he was like, I got to get my wife to help me carry all this stuff out, and she's wondering why I bought it all, and I blamed it on you.
There
And I
you
said,
go.
and that's okay, because I said it's all going for a great cause. You know where it's going. You can come to the house any day of the week and see where your money is
Absolutely.
going. It's not being dwindled away. It's not being thrown away. It's not being wasted. Every single dime of every single penny is being spent for the house, and it's being spent for a good purpose. Period.
Yes, absolutely.
So on that note, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back, and we're going to tell you how we raise money and how we need you. And we're going to talk about this big event that's coming up that's called Walk for Kids. And we want you to donate, donate, donate. are back. Pitbull is our sponsor for the show, and the sponsor is also the owner of Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. So we're going to get him to do a meal of love. I've approached him about it. We just need to pick a date and a time, and we're going to come in with Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles for the families of the Los Angeles Ronald McDonald House, the Pasadena House, as well as the Long Beach House, because we have Roscoe's in all those cities. And then Anaheim also, right? Anaheim would be our Orange County house. Okay, so I made friends with them last year when I was selling all those raffle tickets. They'd be glad to see me, I'm sure. So let's talk about fundraising. What does fundraising mean to the house?
It's our bread and butter. Absolutely. We do our families, we ask them to pay if they can. We ask them for a $25 a night donation. But 70% of our families can't afford that. So we don't want to turn those people away.
Oh, no.
And our average stay is about 10 nights. So you think, 10 nights, $25, you have that extra money, and a lot of people don't. And so we want to make sure we can cover that. And we do that by raising funds.
And that's important.
If we couldn't raise the money that we raise, then we wouldn't be able to exist.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And I often think about the fact that there was a young lady that was in the house for a long time. They would have been homeless. If you leave Australia and you come here, or there's some people that come from Mexico and need amputations, that's not something you're just going to stay here for a few days and then go home. And then you have to come back for treatments. You will be financially ruined. You may lose your job, you may lose your home. If you had to come here to the Hollywood area or to the LA area and pay $200 and upwards a night for a room, it's a blessing. The Los Angeles Ronald McDonald House, all the houses, they are a blessing, and we need money to keep them going. Tell us about the great events that you do all through the year that I love to attend and see what's going on with all the people giving all the great money.
Absolutely. Well, we raise money a bunch of different ways, and like we said, events are one of them.
Yes.
And we have two major events, and the one coming around the corner is our Walk for Kids.
Yay.
It is our largest fundraising event. It's super fun. We have been doing it this is our 12th year that we'll be doing the Walk for Kids, which is really great. And we've grown over the years. We see about 7,000 people.
Wow.
The day of the event, and
you had me in the other day. I think I called like 7,000 people.
Melissa was in making phone calls for us. This year, the event's Sunday, April 12th. It's around the corner, and it's at Exposition Park. Our goal is to raise just about $500,000 through all the different sponsorships, teams, individual donations, all the good opportunities. It's a fun day. It's a Sunday, and we start at 7 a.m. in the morning, when you can come and you can register. You can hang out in the kids zone. Our kids zone has the LA Kings in it. They have a big blow up thing. The kids get to practice their kick. The Galaxy are there.
Oh, wow.
We get the Laker girls come out and do some signing, and then we have a kids zone where we have all kinds of stuff: face painting, balloon art, games. It's a great time. So from that 7 to about 8:15, that's all open. McDonald's will be out there giving juice and smoothies
and apples.
Apples, yes. We have tons of donations of food where you can come and you can snack, and you can visit some of our booths that we have. And then at 8:15, opening ceremony starts.
Yay! And Ronald McDonald is there.
Ronald is there in all his glory, and he's out playing with the kids and the adults. And at opening ceremony, we acknowledge all of our sponsors.
Yes.
Which is really important.
It is.
We give awards for people who have raised the most money, or youth and teams, and our McDonald's owner-operators that raise money. So we do our awards ceremony. Ronald warms you up, gets your muscles moving, and then at 9 a.m. we start the walk officially.
Yes.
So
yes.
we get on the start line, 7,000 people behind you, which is an amazing sight. And we start. It's a 5K.
This is what it looks like before they start the walk.
Yep, that
this
is
one right here.
Yep, that's our walk. So it's a great day. You can come back after you walk the 5K, and the kids zone's still open. They're still giving out donations. They're still giving out items, drinks, things like that. So it's a lot of fun. And by about 10:30, 11, you can move on to your next Sunday activity.
Right.
But it's a lot of fun, and it's definitely one way that we raise money. And there are a few ways you can participate in the walk.
Let's talk about that.
Absolutely. You can be a sponsor. If you're a company out there and you're looking to sponsor a great organization, you can be a sponsor. And our sponsorships start at $500, and of course they go up to $10,000, $20,000. You can also build a team. If you have a family out there or a group of people at work, or your church, or your all your girlfriends, you can come together and you can build a team, and you as a group can raise money to build a team. And then you can come that day and you can walk as a team. We have
Yes.
teams that dress up. We have a Most Spirited Award, so we have some teams that dress up in crazy outfits or matching outfits. You can also sign up as an individual. If you don't have that team and
Right.
you just want to come out and you just want to support us, you can sign up as an individual. Or if you just want to make a donation and you don't want to come out for the walk, you just want to support our organization, you can go online and make a donation, and you're going to do that at www.walkforkids.org, and you want to make sure that you choose the Los Angeles house.
Right.
Although any of them go to the same place,
Yes.
but we are the Los Angeles house. So there are many ways. And if you want to volunteer, we are looking for volunteers also to come out and help cheer on the people who are walking, and just be part of serving them while they're serving us.
Yes.
So
Yeah, that's really important to have enough volunteers on that day, because there's so many people, and we need someone to give out the apples, and then we have people volunteer to face paint, and then there's music there. It's so much fun. It's so festive. And people bring their pets, so there are a lot of pets out there. And then Marcy, she used to bring Oreo, but now she has Figgy and Newton, because Oreo went to Pet Heaven. So we have Figgy and Newton that will be there this year, I'm sure.
I think so. And
her,
we also have
therapy bunnies.
a miniature horse coming this year.
Oh,
That comes and
wow.
visits the house and
Oh.
is really a therapy horse.
Wow.
Little tiny, beautiful. He'll be at the front of the start line.
Aw.
So, and we also have a program that LAX, the airport's putting on called Pups, where they're using dogs to help people who have a little anxiety when they fly. So they're actually walking around the terminals, but they're coming out and they're going to bring a bunch of their dogs.
Aw.
So it'll be a really great time.
It's going to be
Yeah.
exciting. Let's talk about the Mac Tonight event. That's your other big fundraiser. And we're going to go back to Walk for Kids for sure. We got to talk about that one more time and give you that information. But what about Mac Tonight? What about that grand gala?
Grand Gala, our Mac Tonight Gala, we're going into our 24th year.
Wow.
Now I will tell you a little secret. These last 4 years prior, year 1 through 20, we used to serve Big Macs and chicken McNuggets for these, for the gala. So it was definitely a fun, unique opportunity. We've moved to the more traditional gala. This year, it's going to be at the Hyatt Century Plaza
Oh, cool.
in Century City. And it's actually on October 10th.
Let me write that
down.
down.
You should, because I got to have you selling raffle tickets.
Yes. Silent auction.
Yep, it's a great gala. We have opportunities to do silent and live auctions.
Yes.
We have great packages, trips
Yes.
to Hawaii, tickets to the Kings, great bottles of wine.
Signed sports memorabilia.
Yep, signed stuff. It's really a fun opportunity to come and just be part of that, and you get to network with other people who really love the house and love
Yes.
what we do, and we do some awards every year. This last year we gave a Spirit of the House award to Caitlin Oakes,
Yes.
and Caitlin is a very long time family that's been with us and has raised. She's a 17-year-old girl. She's raised close to $100,000 for us over her
Wow.
years. And the last couple years has actually spent more time with us at her second house, her second home, than
Right.
she has at her home in Las Vegas.
Right. Wow.
And then we go into a night of program where we try to tell you a little bit about what we do.
Yes.
We have a live auction
Yes.
with some bigger items, and then we do a great dinner. We have a fun dance, but a good band.
Good band. My friend Adam Tunney.
Yep.
Yes.
Owner operator Adam Tunney. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's great.
He's great, and he's always there, and he's always so good. I like to Google him and YouTube him sometimes, but he does this from the heart.
He does.
Adam and the Dean Mora band, they come down. They kind of moved up north, I think. So they come down for this event, and it's a great event. He's so stylish. He sings like Frank Sinatra.
It's
so
great.
that's
A big
always so
band.
much fun. The big band with the white suit, the white tux. He always looks really good. And mom is proud of him as well as his brother.
Yes.
Always proud. Carrie's always
Very
proud
good.
of Adam. We have also, we talk about at the Mac Tonight event, we have an ambassador family, which is pretty much the poster family for the house.
Yep.
Their story is the flagship story for that particular year, right? Okay, so can you tell us about this family?
The Poindexter family, they are amazing. They're not with us right now, actually, in the house, so they've been blessed enough to be able to go home for a
Right,
while.
that's a good thing.
It's Rose, the mom, and there's Arian, who's the daughter, and then Jordan, the little boy. And Arian is actually the patient. She got I always say it wrong. Cancer of the eye, retinoblastoma.
Wow.
And so they had to remove her eye and replace it with a glass eye. But she's been amazing, and she's been cancer-free since August. So that is a celebratory story that we love. And Jordan, the little boy, he was one of those family members that came and flourished. Like, his life was, when he had to go home, he was like, Mom, I don't want to go home. Like, I want to stay here. And the first couple weeks of them being back home, he was not having it. He was like, we need to go home. Like, we need to get back to that place. But they are a great model of who we serve.
Right.
You know, she would not have been able, she would have been living out of her car, or she would have been living on the streets if we weren't here for her to stay with us. So they are a huge, perfect family to represent what we do and why we're here.
And this family, the Poindexter family, mirrors every single family in every single house in every single country around the world. It's
I love
it's
you.
so amazing that this house can do so much for so many. McDonald's said many years ago that they've served over 1 million. Well, the Ronald McDonald House has also done that. They serve countless families. They do not turn anyone away. So if you do not have the money, you're still able to stay there, because we understand the importance of a family being together during such a tragic time. And tragedy sometimes turns to a beautiful thing, like you say with the Poindexter family. They're able to go home, and we want that. We want them to be together, because it's been proven that a child does better when they're right there with their family, and their family member can come to them every day, and they don't have to worry about, what am I going to eat? Where am I going to park? The parking's too high. You can walk to Kaiser from the Ronald McDonald House. Most of these houses are right there in the heart of the hospitals, and they're the heartbeat of the hospitals and the children that are there. They can walk to Children's Hospital. And same thing in Miami. They said they have a really big transplant, like they're big on transplants there, is basically what they told me, and I'm glad I remembered that. But they said that this is the type of families that were there, mostly families that needed transplants. And then when I was in New York, they said that there was something with something like the retina thing there. So they said 74% of their house, the members, the families in the house were from Asia for some reason. And so Kevin, he was asking me about that, and I said, I wasn't sure about that, but I know that we have had people from Australia, and they don't just come once. You know, you come this time and you get better. Sometimes you have to come back all the way across the world for a follow-up treatment or a follow-up checkup. You know, these things happen, and this is part of real life. And where would the world be without the Ronald McDonald House? I just don't know. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to talk to you a little bit more, and we're going to continue to be happy and to let you know all about this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful place that I love so much. We'll be right back.
Are you a diabetic? Need some energy? Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink is the healthiest, best-tasting energy drink around. For more information and online ordering with free shipping, please visit hiphopbev.com. Remember, Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, suitable for diabetics, great for everyone.
My, how time flies when you are having fun. We're giving out a lot of great information. We're talking about the Walk for Kids and all of the other great events that the Ronald McDonald House sponsors. There is a Ronald McDonald House in your area. 347 of them. How could there not be? There's one close to you. So we need you to volunteer. Go in and tell them that you may come in and answer phones or check folks in. You may do activities with the children. You may just want to come in and do a meal of love. So many different things to do.
Absolutely.
Tutor children that may be out of school for 2 or 3 weeks at a time.
We have fun clubs where you could just come in and do arts and crafts.
Oh, yes.
You know, and if you can also just come in and check it out.
Yes.
We love to come in, we'll give you a tour, we'll let you see what it's all about, and you can kind of go from there. But if you haven't been into a house, absolutely find one to come in and visit.
Most people get addicted.
I will. Yes, you have.
They get addicted. It's like, I gotta have it. You know, I need my dose of it. I don't think there's a day, and I'm actually being honest. I don't think there's a day that goes by that I don't think of the house. I'm like, God, I wish I could be there. God, I wish I could marry somebody really, 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 really rich, and I wish I didn't have to work so I could be at the house every day. There's not a day, I swear to you, that goes by and I don't think of this house. And I know people on Facebook get sick of me. I'm like, the house, the house, the house. Ronald McDonald House. I'm in New York, I'm at the house. I'm in Miami, I'm at the house. I'm going to Vegas, I'm going to the house. Anytime I go any place where there's a house, I'm going to go visit. I'm going to bring back some different information like I got today for our house about the volunteer programs. Things are different, and we want to network with other people that are across the country, because I may know someone that may get sick in Miami that doesn't know about the house, because a lot of people still do not know about the house.
Right.
They get a sick child, all of a sudden your child is sick, you don't know what to do. You don't know which way to turn. Then you find out you got to fly to Miami because that's the best place to get a kidney transplant, or you have to come to Children's Hospital because they have the best oncologists. You know, there's different things you just don't know, and we don't know what's around that corner.
No.
So it's best to be well informed and to give people great information. And this information here, it doesn't hurt to give. We want to make sure that you know you can donate all during the year. Anything you need for a house.
Absolutely. We have, if you go to our website, we have a wish list that gets
wish
updated
list.
every month. So if we have a special need,
Okay.
you know, a lady's doing a fundraiser for pillows, believe it or not,
Oh,
right now.
cool.
She wants to give it. She wants to be able to donate 200 pillows.
Wow.
And people don't think that that's something that simple, but
Right.
these guys need a pillow to put their head
You need
down
a
on.
pillow, yeah.
So
And then sometimes you may want to get some people to donate comforters or sheets.
Absolutely.
You know, these things have to be washed. We do have staff there. I say we, it's my house.
It is.
There's staff there that keeps everything clean and pretty much tidy in the house. Always clean. It's a place, I mean, you know, you could probably eat off the floor. I'd probably be okay with eating off the floor at the house because it's always so clean. You know, you think sometimes of hotels and things like this. This is nothing like a hotel. It's like nothing you've ever experienced. And I wish that people that watch this would go and visit a house. Try to volunteer. You won't let it go. You will have to come back. It is the best addiction ever to be addicted to the Los Angeles Ronald McDonald House and
It's a
the
healthy
other.
one.
Yeah, it's a healthy one.
Healthy addiction.
It's 346 of them. How can you deny it? If you're in Guam, there's probably a house. If you're in Europe, there's a house. South America, there are houses. Canada. I mean, I can't name a place. Maybe Arctica or Antarctica.
Maybe not,
Maybe they
yeah,
don't have
maybe not
houses.
there.
But if people go there and there's a need, I bet you they will come.
Absolutely.
So we want to talk about the meals of love. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Meals are always appreciated. Meals are always needed. Someone may have to jump up and go see their child before surgery.
Yep.
Very early in the morning, we would like to have food for them. You can come there and grill. Police officers can come. Firefighters can come. If you're with your church group, they can come. Any group that you have, family, friends, my Red Hatters, my Toastmasters, we are able to come and share this nice time with the families. They appreciate it
They
so
do.
much when people come in because it shows that we care.
Yep, absolutely. And we ask if you come in. It's usually groups come in between maybe 8 and 15 people
Yes.
to cook a meal. We ask that you prepare a meal for 90 people.
Yes.
And believe it or not, at the time when you're done cooking, there might be 3 or 4 families in there eating.
Right.
But by the time the night's over or the afternoon's over, the food will be gone and will have been eaten by all of our families.
Right.
So, you bring your food in, so it's donated food through you, and you cook, and families sometimes come down and they'll cook along with you. They'll definitely sit down and eat with you.
Yes.
They're happy to be able to almost tell their story to, somebody just new and different that's showing that they care.
Right.
So.
And we have 74 rooms at the house, right?
75 rooms,
Where'd
yep.
the other one come from? Okay, so 75 rooms, which, like you say, that may be, you make meals for about 90 people.
90 people.
Because sometimes there are people that are alone, and then sometimes there are families, with
Absolutely.
additional children or the
Yep.
siblings of the sick child. And we want to make sure we include everyone when we do things. Pam and I, we went and we baked cookies for
That's
the
right.
holidays, and her husband, is his name Tom?
Yes.
Tom, and then my friend from work, Janice, she brought Daniel and Sophia, her children, and it was such a great experience. We had people that came over and helped. We made almond roca cookies, and we had a blast. Pam and I, we usually get together and do that, and it's a time for us to get together and enjoy each other. We come to the Christmas parties and volunteer.
Yep.
I had Isaac from Kettle Corn, Isaac
Yes.
Kiddo's Kettle Corn. He came and donated his time. When I meet people and I tell them what this house is all about, they really want to help, and especially if they have a business. He said, I'll give away 250 bags, no problem. And that's just what he did. He came and he helped, and he's always willing to help again. So we're going to see if we can get Isaac to come out for the Walk for Kids and do a little something for us, Isaac. We want everyone to know that it's a great reason. It's a great cause. It makes you feel good. And for me, it keeps me grounded. For those of us that have healthy children, we should be grateful and thankful every single day that, like I said, I wouldn't trade places, but if you had to know that this place is here, it's a great place.
And nothing's too small. I mean, you think you're walking down the aisle, in the grocery store, and you want to pick up an extra bottle of shampoo. Like, a bottle of shampoo.
Bottle shampoo.
Is a bottle of shampoo to us, and nothing.
Bar of soap.
Exactly. Nothing's too small.
So we have, thank you. We have had a wonderful, wonderful conversation. We want to make sure we let Melody and Julie know that we miss them.
I will.
And to let our fearless leader, Vince Bryson,
Mr. Bryson.
God, I want to say Bryce because I named my cousin Bryce. But Vince, we missed you all today. We know you're out there doing great things for the house, and we were here doing our part today. This is something that we should do more often. We spoke about even having children come into the radio studio and produce their own show. So I want to do more, and I think that having a show here at RMC would be great. It would be a great idea to let them come in and take their mind off of different
That's
things.
exactly. I was just gonna say, it's make them live some normal
Have
normal
some
stuff.
normalcy, yeah.
Yeah, I mean I think that's what they like about that too. Is
Right.
we bring just like come hang out and play video games or
Right.
come hang out and bake cookies. It's just the normal stuff. They're not thinking about the terrible stuff. At that
Right,
moment. And if we can do
yes.
that for them a little time every day, then we've it's been successful.
And you've done your job.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even feel like a job when you're there because it's so personal. You know, it's almost not even like business. It's really personal. Another thing that we didn't touch on is once the families have these diagnoses, there are counselors at the house. Exactly. Can you tell
Absolutely.
us about that?
We have a family support services, and that is a group of graduate and master program psychology students
Oh, wow.
from Alliant University. And so when a family checks in, they get partnered with an intern, and that intern is just there to, one, kind of show them around the house, give them, you know, this is kind of what the day's like, and this is the food, and this is all this stuff, but also just to be there to support and to talk. If a parent's having a bad day or got bad news or got great news, we can
Right.
celebrate with them
Right,
too.
we can celebrate.
But the program started at the Los Angeles house, so it's
Wow.
family support services, and to be honest, I wouldn't know how to exist without them.
Right.
But they really offer a level of that emotional support for the families, for the siblings, and for the kids, you know, that
Right.
are there. It's really cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know I've seen it and I've heard about it, so I want to make sure we touched on that. I think we pretty much covered everything
We did
with the
a good
house.
job.
Got the golf tournaments, the Mac Tonight event, the Walk for Kids. All these things help foster the love that is created in the house that love built. There's so many of them, and there's so many volunteers, and we need you. You need me too, because I don't come as often as I should. I'm guilty, but I got to get there more often. I got to do more. It's an addiction that I love. I love to be there. I love the atmosphere in the house. I love the energy in the house. And like I said, it keeps me grounded.
Good.
And just for you to be there every day, I can imagine working there, no 2 days are the same.
No 2 days are the same. And you get the opportunity to really walk through some of these families' celebrations and, you know, some of the sadness too.
Yes.
But it's a great, I mean, it's a great place.
It's a great place.
It's a great place to
And
be.
I keep thinking of things, but when I was in New York, I don't want to keep talking about New York, but I love New York. They had a legacy wall where people who leave their legacy, there was a big tree, and each leaf had different names on it. So that was something I thought was really, really nice. So every house is different.
Yeah, we
Every
actually have it's called the Fred and Fran Hill Legacy Society. So.
Oh, I know where it is.
Yeah, we don't have a big tree, but we
I know where it
we have
is.
members.
I've seen it. I've
and
seen
it's,
it.
Yeah, it's a great way for people who, you know, have been touched and want to leave us in their estate plans.
Yes.
It's, you know, it builds buildings.
Yes, it
So-
builds buildings and it helps. That's a wonderful thing. So we want to thank you for coming
Oh my
out.
gosh, thank you for having us.
And we want to remind everyone, April 12th, Exposition Park or Citizens Bank Arena.
Yes, Citizens Bank Arena, Honda Center, and what's it?
Bakersfield?
Bakersfield,
In San Diego.
not San Diego, Orange County, Loma Linda.
Shoreline Village.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yes.
Look at her.
April 12th. All the same, on the same date, at the same time. Everything that we mentioned here will be going on in one of those 4 places. Tell us again, Melissa.
Shoreline Village, Citizens Bank, and Honda Center.
And the Honda
And
Center.
the Honda Center. And then out in Bakersfield also.
And we're going to be here. I'm going to be there with bells
Yeah, she
on.
is.
I cannot wait. I love that day. I get so excited. Ah!
And the
I
website,
cannot
just in
contain
case,
myself.
is www.walkforkids.org and then /Los Angeles, and you'll find us right there.
And you can find my team. Donate to my team. I need help. My team is called Melissa for LARMH, which stands for Melissa for Los Angeles Ronald McDonald House. You can donate $5. You can donate $100. You can donate $200. Anything you want. It's there. The cost to house a family is about $175 a night,
Yep,
right?
yep.
Oh, I'm good. But they only charge $25, and if you don't have it, you're still not turned away. What an amazing thing. So thank you for coming.
Thank you very
And thank you
much.
again to Kevin. I don't want to show his card on, but I liked his card, so I'm going to keep it. Kevin, thank you for welcoming me and showing me such a great time at the New York house. It was very, it was a very rewarding trip for me, and it was the highlight of my New York trip, I must say. So I have a few events that I'm going to talk about. These are community events that we have here in the city. This one is actually in Fountain Valley. It's a run for homeless children. The tickets are $25 to $35, and you can walk or ride in a stroller across a track. It's like a school track. This is going to be at 16801 Euclid Street in Fountain Valley. For more information, this Saturday is the run, 714-973-6600. It's for a great cause. All the 5Ks are really for a great cause. And don't forget about ours, the Walk for Kids. Reaching for the Cure Run and Walk. This one is also going to be this weekend. Why do I want to go to September? Sunday, March 29th at 12 p.m. It's in Irvine. So this is going to be for pediatric cancer. That's a great one to check out. Let me give you the phone number. It's 949-451-5100. Reaching for the Cure Run and Walk. So that sounds like a good one. And then Anaheim is having a Citrus Festival, 440 South Anaheim Boulevard, Anaheim, California. The number to reach those great folks, 714-533-7225. And there's a citrus car parade and a citrus cool-off contest. So I don't know what that is going to be, but it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. If you're going to be in Irvine this weekend, check that out. And then OC Home Fair in Southern California, Home Ownership Day. That sounds like a great place to be. A lot of people sharing the same interest will be there. Saturday, March 28th at 12 p.m. It's going to be in Orange. Let me give you that number. It's 714-997-6815. And then this Crab Fest sounds amazing. It's going to be in Huntington Beach. The number is 714-895-3033. And that is this Sunday, March 29th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Crab Fest 2015 is going to be all about the crab and chowder. It's going to be about all of that. And I had one more I wanted to talk about, Grand Parks Downtown Book Fest. This is going to be at 200 North Grand Avenue in Los Angeles. The number for this one, this is for this Saturday, 213-974-1311. And then what we're going to start doing soon is have the drive-in theaters, the winter film series. This weekend is Mean Girls. Saturday the 28th, it's going to be at 1000 San Julian. Let me give you the number for that one. It's 818-553-8591. We're going to get to the time where they're going to have a cinema, food, and concerts where there's going to be a live band, food, and everything, and I'll tell you all about those. But for now and for today, all about my favorite place on the planet and all about my favorite event coordinator who was here, and I'm so glad you came.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for letting us come.
We had a ball, and we gave out a lot of great information. Can you give out the information again where we would call for volunteers and
Sure, absolutely.
donations, and then give us a final thought, and then we're gonna
Sure.
close it out.
You can definitely visit our website, rmhcsc.org. So www.rmhcsc.org. That will give you all the information about all of our houses. Gave you the walk information. And then if you have questions about volunteering, give Melody a call at 323-644-3088. Again, 323-644-3088. And if you have questions about the walk or any event, fundraising event, the gala, give me a call at 323-644-3064.
And this is Melissa Malone. Yay!
Thank you very much, you
She's
guys.
from the Los Angeles Ronald McDonald House, and I'm so glad that she has come. We had great staff before, don't get me wrong, but she's like a breath of fresh air. Her and Melody, Julie, and Vince all working together. And let's not forget Jeffrey. All working together. I mean, I start naming people, right? Pam. I can just start naming people in the house, but together. And what about Connie?
Connie's great.
Can't forget about Connie.
Operations director.
I'm being told to wrap it up because I'll just start naming everybody. But we want to thank everyone that is a part of the house. We want to thank you. If you just sweep the floor there, that's a big thing. If you just clean up the kitchen, that's a great thing. Every single person has a job there. They have a role, and it is very, very important. We want to be there for the families. We want to let them know that we care and that we love them. Thank you so much, Los Angeles Ronald McDonald House and all of the other houses around the world. We're grateful for those houses, and the families are forever grateful. We thank you for coming into the community. I am Melissa Sanfield. This is Melissa Malone, and we're going to say see you next week. Bye-bye.